And we're back with a Golden Wake. So let us head out and see what's happening.
Mr. Banks, a message came for you
hi,
from
Gabriel.
Mr. Merrick. He said to meet him at his mother's home as soon as possible.
Ooh.
Thank you, Morris.
Grandmother's house. Gabriel, do you want to come and sit with us? Yeah. Oh, here we go. Merrick House. Oh, nice little digs. Oh, he said something, but I unfortunately clicked at the same time. Oh, hello, ladies.
Hello, Alfie. Glad you could make it.
Thanks for having me.
Why is she just
it's great
standing
seeing
here?
you all, although I have to confess I'm a bit confused as to why I'm here.
I'm glad to see he's managed to stay modest.
Ooh.
It is one of his better qualities, Mother. I just wanted to say that over the past few years, you've been extremely valuable to us.
Ooh.
Not only have you helped immensely with establishing Coral Gables, you've also managed to climb the ranks in the office in a relatively short amount of time.
Oh, George, stop beating around the bush, would you? He knows what he's accomplished. What he's trying to say, Alfie, is that you're a man who can get things done. And as it happens, we need you for something very important.
Ooh.
Yes. Thank you, Eunice. My dear wife, always to the point. In any case, we're getting close to incorporating Coral Gables as a city, and that requires a special team. A team I want you to be a part of.
I'm honored, sir.
As I'm sure you've heard, we're only a day away from launching our electric streetcar line. We'll be having a ceremony to commemorate the launch. But we'll also be making a very important announcement. The new mayor of Coral Gables.
Mayor?
Yes,
That'd be
every
me?
new city needs a mayor. Since we're not a very big city, we have the luxury of foregoing elections and having the first one appointed. I think announcing the mayor along with the streetcars will bring heaps of publicity. Wouldn't you say so, Miss Douglas?
I've already got most of the article written. Just need to punch it up a bit with the details.
Ooh.
Why not bring in someone well-known to make a speech at the ceremony? That would certainly make an impression.
Do you know
I thought
anyone?
you might suggest something like that, Banks. Did you have anyone in mind?
Not for certain, but I'm sure I can find someone in town.
I might be able to help you there, Alfie.
Well then, I look forward to seeing what you accomplish.
Alright. Douglas?
I'm eager to see what you come up with, Banks. There never seems to be a dull moment with you around.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Eunice.
Oh,
Good afternoon, Alfie. What's on your mind?
you have some rather lovely legs. I mean, feet.
How have you been? It's been a while since I last saw you.
It really has been too long, Alfie. But I've been well, thank you. Mostly busy with the PTA at the school George built a couple of years ago. We should have these
there
little
a PTA
gatherings more
around that
often.
time?
You
Never
know
mind.
you're always welcome here.
You're his wife. Surely George has let something slip about who's going to be mayor.
Oh, Alfie, you know how George is about secrecy. Even if he had told me I couldn't say. Especially considering he's standing right over there.
Eh?
Hello.
Hi.
You'll find out along with the rest of us.
Any insights on places I might be able to find someone well-known to speak at tomorrow's event?
I haven't really been out much lately, but I've heard that the Venetian pool is drawing quite the crowd. It's a beautiful day. Why not go there and get some sun? You might meet someone interesting, too.
A young
I
lady,
just might do that.
maybe? Maybe?
Thanks. I'll speak to you later.
Wink, wink, nudge,
Okay.
nudge. George?
I greatly appreciate your help, son. You
Oh.
truly go above and beyond the call of duty.
I'm your heir now?
Hello, Mrs. Merrick.
Hello, dear.
Alright.
How have you been feeling?
Just fine, thank you. I'm content to stay in and watch everything going on around.
I'm impressed by all the changes myself. I can't imagine what it must be like for someone who's lived here for so long.
I'm curious to know what this place will look like in 5 years. I hope to be around to see it.
Oh, I'm sure you will. You must be proud of your son.
Extremely. George always did have ambitions, but to see him succeed...
Well, it
From what
makes my
George has
heart
told
well up.
me, I'm sure your parents are proud of you too.
My father's dead.
Yes, I think they are.
Maybe. My father may be dead.
Would you happen to have an idea of where I might be able to find some well-known people in the community to speak at tomorrow's event?
Well, I don't get out too much these days.
No.
But I've heard that some notable people have been playing at the Biltmore Golf Course.
Ooh.
Great. I'll
Fancy.
swing by. No pun intended. Nice talking
None
with you.
taken.
Always a pleasure, my dear.
Alright, let's head on out, Alfie. Alfie?
Alfred Banks, first mayor of Coral Gables.
Honey, no one
If
said
only
that.
you could see me now, Father.
If he could see me now. Well, he'd be a zombie, so... things would be weird. Golf course. Oh, let's go to the Venetian pool. Actually, no, let's stop by the diner. Oh, someone's working here. The kid behind the counter has the look of someone who's working his first job ever and considers it the most important job in the world. Hi, Soda Joe.
Welcome to the Gables Diner, sir. Will you be wanting a booth or counter service?
Neither, actually. I was wondering if I could ask you a couple questions.
Yeah,
Sure. I guess that'd be okay.
questions are free.
I've never seen you before. Have you worked here long?
It's coming up on my 6th month next week.
Wow.
I guess it's been longer than I thought since I've been by. Hold that thought. I'll be back.
I got nothing else to ask you. There's someone clearly in the back here, but apparently not ready to talk to them. No need to go in the restroom. We've been to the Miami Spin Club. No reason to go to Sales Club at the moment. Let's go to the Venetian Pool because it's the fancy new place. Yeah. I think that's nice. No, when I first, I think whoa, something's a bit wrong with that bridge there. Just this spot here. Either way, doesn't matter. Just a bit of a broken post. But when I was beta testing this, we didn't have the nice swimmers here. We just had this one guy by himself. He was having fun. The crystal blue waters of the pool looks extremely inviting on this hot day. Pity you haven't got time for a swim now. Because they all look like they're having good fun. Older
Begging your
gentlemen.
pardon.
What is it, boy?
I'm old.
I'm sorry to bother you, but you look incredibly familiar. Have we met?
Depends. You're not a politician, are you?
No.
Didn't think so.
No.
You look too clean. I'm William Jennings Bryan.
Oh.
You may have heard of me if you've read a newspaper in the last 30 years.
Ooh.
Of course. Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Bryan. My name's Alfie Banks. I work with George Merrick on the Coral Gables Development Project.
That's a
I'm
thing.
sure that's very exciting work, young man. You tell Mr. Merrick that this pool of his is quite enjoyable.
Even though I'm wearing a tuxedo in front of a pool with no shoes on.
Could I be bold enough to ask you for a huge favor?
No.
I'd say that is fairly bold, seeing as we've just met. But boldness is a quality I admire. Ask away.
The thing is, Mr. Merrick is having a ceremony tomorrow to unveil the new line of streetcars, and I think it would be an asset to have someone as famous as you there to give a speech.
Not interested. Streetcars are just the cousins of railroads.
I don't quite follow.
Yeah,
Now
what's
is
wrong with
not
them?
the time for a debate, son. Suffice it to say that the corporations running the streetcars don't represent the interests of the common man. And
Yeah.
I very much care about the interests of the common man. So you'll understand if I politely decline your proposal.
Sorry, I'm currently being hypnotized by how beautiful this water is. It's gorgeous.
If
Tell
I'm
me
not
about
mistaken,
prohibition.
you're quite the advocate of prohibition, aren't you?
You bet your buttons I am.
Yeah.
These freewheeling wets must be going through a tough time, not having been able to drink in all these years. I was having a conversation with one just last week. He was complaining about limiting freedoms by not allowing the enjoyment of alcohol.
You could
Do you
still
know
drink
what
in your
I
own
said to him?
home.
I said, well, if you need it so much, why don't you just call up your pal, Charles Darwin, and have him evolve you an extra hand to slap yourself in the face? Ha! You should have seen the look on him. I love throwing their ridiculous rhetoric back in their fases.
Alright, intense
Mr. Bryan,
persuasion.
if you would just listen a moment, I think I can show you that speaking at the event won't be such a terrible thing.
Well, the least I
Okay.
can do is offer you the courtesy of my ears. Have at it, boy.
Okay,
Right. You think I should speak at this rally sponsored by the Streetcar Corporation. I eagerly await your reasoning.
I'm involved in the rally. Having you at the event will generate lots of publicity. Merrick cares about people, not profits. Yes, that's true. He wants a nice
My
community.
boss, Mr. Merrick, he cares about the people. You ought to hear him talk. He doesn't care about profits. He just wants to build a community people can enjoy.
Is that so? Well, he sounds like a man I could respect. I have to admit, what I've seen so far of his project has been inspiring. That he's doing it for the sake of the people is even more so. Not to be rude,
Fancy.
but what exactly is the point of this rally, if I might ask?
Let's see. Form the community for the benefit. We want community property, assistance, awareness.
We're trying to let the community know what the Gables has to offer. It's merely to benefit those who don't know about it and may be interested in moving there.
Sounds noble enough. I can support that motivation.
Even
I'm
though
sure you
nothing changes
understand my
my
caution
face.
at lending my support. What sort of image is Merrick trying to go for?
Oh, it's always aesthetics are number one, man. City beautiful.
He's focusing on aesthetics. Coral Gables is the city beautiful.
The city beautiful. I do like the sound of that. I'd say it's fairly admirable to be concerned with how your city looks. You don't find that ideal in many real estate types these days.
Listen, Mr. Bryan, I'm not going to take up much more of your day. I just want you to consider my offer one last time.
Do it. Crowds, charity. Yes, morals, because he's
Your presence at the rally
staunch
will
about
ensure that
prohibition.
the people leave with the proper ideals and finely tuned moral compasses.
Well, when you put it that way, it does make the prospect sound considerably more appealing.
So what do you say?
All right, you convinced me. You let Mr. Merrick know I'll speak at that rally. Just tell me where and when I need to be there.
I'll be sure to pass along the message.
Alright, cool. Alright. Thank you for that. I think he needed his shoes at some point, though. I think that might have been changed.
Begging your pardon, I'll
What is
let
it?
you get...
Appreciate.
Appreciate it. Well, there is a doorway, so maybe there is some of... Yeah, there's lockers here still. So, who wanted the lockers? Somebody needed something from the lockers. I think someone needed shoes at some point. But, we'll work that out. Oh, the pool's gone! And so is the hotel? What? Or maybe that's all I needed to do. Now that I've got the guy.
George, I've managed to recruit William Jennings Bryan for the rally tomorrow.
I didn't
You
even go to
don't
the golf
say.
course.
That's fantastic. Excellent work, Alfie. This will be a great boon to publicity. Make sure you're there bright and early tomorrow. I want you standing next to me when we make the announcements.
You've got it. See you tomorrow.
And so you can all look forward to a bright future in this, the City Beautiful.
Yep. You read the literature, alright.
Thank you, Mr. Bryan.
That's a very
May I
small
say
man
it's
in
been
white.
an honor and a privilege to have you here
Maybe
with
he's
us
a child.
today. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, before we conclude and launch our fleet of streetcars, bringing Coral Gables into the modern age, there's one more matter to attend to. I want to take this opportunity to
Oh.
thank Alfie Banks.
Thank you.
Without his hard work, Coral Gables wouldn't even be close to where it is today.
You're
Which
making
brings
me
me to the
blush.
last order of business. As you all know, we have been incorporated as a city.
Huzzah!
Every city deserves a mayor. So without further ado, it gives me great pleasure to announce the first mayor of the city of Coral Gables.
It's not gonna be you, Alfie. Because he's already mentioned you, Alfie. He's not gonna make it you.
Edward Doc Dammers.
Just what I thought. Hey, Doc.
Thank you, George. It's an honor. People of Coral Gables, allow me to express my excitement at this wonderful opportunity. As your mayor, I guarantee a standard of living like no other.
Would you excuse me?
I need to go cry. Biltmore Hotel opens at last. Things have been interesting in the past year, and changes all around. Although George's dream project, the Biltmore Hotel, has finally opened, there have been signs that the real estate bubble is on the brink of bursting. And something drowned. Ooh, fancy dancing.
Well, well, if it isn't Alfie Banks. Fancy running into you at the Biltmore.
Mrs.
I
Douglas,
thought
do
you
you ever
picked up
change
and
your
gone back to
clothes?
New York. Where have you been?
Tell the truth.
I've been keeping a low profile on purpose, if you must know.
Oh, come on. You can't still be sore about being snubbed for mayor, can
Like
you?
you were even
How did
in
you-
the running for
I'm a
that.
journalist, Banks. It's my job to notice things. It's been over a year. Can't you let it go?
It's just, I feel like all the work I've put in over the past few years has meant nothing. Honestly, what do I have to show for it? I came down here to restore my family name, to honor my father's legacy. And instead, I've just been going around running errands like a fool.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, Banks. If you're looking for a pat on the back every time you make a sale, Merrick's outfit might not be for you. Not to say he's ungrateful, he's just extremely focused and he knows how to take advantage of his resources.
Take advantage is right.
Anyway, I hate to put a damper on your pity party, but I came here tonight as a reporter, and I think you ought to know there's a big storm headed this way.
Ooh,
What?
fancy.
Yep, they're saying it's going to be a pretty big hurricane. You might want to get home while you still have one.
I'm sure they're just exaggerating. Wouldn't they have said something sooner?
Weather's not easy to predict.
Nope,
Well,
not in
I
Florida.
appreciate the warning, but I'm sure things will be fine.
Suit yourself. I'm going to notify the people in charge of this party.
Okay, cool. Have fun.
I guess she has a point. No reason to stick around here moping. I'd better get home.
This dance is my favorite. He's just going for it by himself. He's like, who needs anyone else? Alright, we got the ladies. A group of ladies are forgoing the dancing and instead involved in a very deep conversation. A couple of wallflowers sit in deep conversation, seemingly oblivious to the party around them. And we're gonna cut it there and come back next time with more dancing and hurricanes. So yeah, see you guys then. Bye-bye. Hey, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to, please subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every day. And if you'd like to see videos before they hit YouTube, please consider my Patreon campaign. It really helps out on my game development while I make a lot of Banes. Yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.